Episode 108.
In the grand villa of the Warbrick family, tension hung heavy in the air like a thick fog. Ryden's father, a figure of authority, stood trembling, his normally stoic facade shattered by an overwhelming sense of fear. Fear of what? Ryden wondered. Fear of a power beyond comprehension, a force capable of manipulating the very strings of the financial world. Who had he provoked? The question gnawed at his mind like a relentless predator.
Dad, what's happening?
Who did he provoke? Who has the power to actually use 70% of the bank members of the world?
Ryden, the young heir to the Warbrick fortune, stood beside his father, his eyes wide with disbelief. But disbelief quickly gave way to skepticism. He thought to himself,
Was it really Damon behind this? He's nothing but a nuisance, a speck in the grand scheme of things. How could he be?
Ryden's thoughts were dripping with disdain, his contempt for Damon palpable. To him, Damon was insignificant, a mere pawn in the game of power and wealth. But amidst their conversation, a shrill ring pierced the air, signaling the arrival of unwelcome news.
It's probably the bank. Let them come. They'll see that our business dealings are above reproach.
Ryden's words were a facade, a feeble attempt to mask the growing unease within the Warbrick family. For they knew, deep down, that their optimism was but a fragile illusion. No, the Warbrick family was not as optimistic as Ryden claimed. Looming on the horizon was a storm of uncertainty, threatening to engulf them in its merciless grip. Outside the bustling corridors of Hillwood Hospital, the atmosphere was heavy with anxiety. The Vandergeld family arrived in a flurry, their faces etched with concern as they hurried towards the entrance. Johnson and Faith, their voices filled with urgency, approached Damon.
How's Tiffany?
Is she okay?
Johnson and Faith's voices quivered with worry as they addressed Damon. Damon calmly gestured towards the ICU.
She's still under observation, but she's stable, not in immediate danger.
Oh, thank you. I've warned her countless times about getting involved in these matters. Her sister knows how to navigate the complexity of our family's affairs.
Damon's discomfort grew at Johnson's words, a reminder of the tangled web of secrets and rivalries that bound the Vandergeld and Warbrick families together.
I share the responsibility for this. Johnson, rest assured, I'll uncover the truth behind this incident. I shall punish the culprit.
With determination in his eyes, Damon guided Johnson towards the ICU, where Tiffany lay unconscious. But it was not Johnson who crumbled under the weight of despair, but Faith. Tears streamed down Faith's face.
How could this happen?
Meanwhile, Damon turned his attention to Thomas. Damon remained focused at the issue on hand and spoke to Thomas.
What's the status?
Sir, the plan has been executed. The Swiss bank has been contacted and they are on board. The merchants affiliated with the McAllister Club have severed ties with the Warbrick family. The impact is significant. Chaos reigns within the Warbrick dynasty.
But chaos was not Damon's endgame. With steely resolve, he issued his next command.
Send a message to the Warbrick family.
And with those words, the wheels of fate were set in motion as the intricate dance between power and betrayal unfolded. Thomas immediately sent a message. Within the opulent halls of the Warbrick family estate, tension crackled like electricity, as the weight of a single message sent shockwaves through their dynasty.
What is this?
Arthur, patriarch of the Warbrick clan, stood before Ryden, his hand quivering as he held the damning message in his grasp.
Have you lost your senses, boy? What have you done to incur the wrath of the McAllister resorts?
Ryden's face contorted with fury, his disbelief giving way to indignation. How could Damon, a mere lackey in their eyes, wield such power? Ryden said, with his voice seething with resentment.
Dad, you've got it all wrong. Damon is insignificant. He was even shunted in the Hillwood University. He is just a pawn in Naomi's game. Naomi doesn't like him and wants to kick him out of Hillwood. Our family really cares about Naomi. Why would he target us?
But Arthur's patience wore thin, his anger bubbling to the surface like molten lava.
Do you truly believe that? Damon holds more sway than you can fathom. He is not to be trifled with.
The truth struck Raiden like a thunderbolt, realization dawning upon him like the first light of dawn. Raiden said, with his voice tinged with realization,
Could it be Naomi's connection to Damon? Is she behind all of this? I have to say, her ability to make momentum is very strong. Perhaps the McAllister resorts are their cards. In fact, there's nothing behind their backs. It's just that their means are tough enough to unite us.
The pieces of the puzzle fell into place, painting a picture of betrayal and deceit. Naomi, once dismissed as inconsequential, now loomed large in their minds.
Naomi is insignificant. Do you know why Naomi can't pay $30 billion to our company?
Raiden, with a sudden realization, said,
There is a person who could pay $30 million to her. Was it the McAllister Club?
The one who provided her with the funds is someone that even the whole town cannot mess with.
Arthur had once gone to meet Damon at the McAllister resorts. However, he wasn't available, and now his own son had offended Damon. After Lena expressed her opinion over the matter, Arthur was ready to burst with anger. Damon's words hung heavy in the air, a stark reminder that beneath the facade of forgiveness lay the unyielding truth.
Naomi's allegiance to Damon is our downfall. She's tapped into resources we dare not challenge.
I think we can make it go away, can't we? Damon and Naomi can't be that strong.
Do you think it's easy to escape after what you did? You caused a fucking accident. People could have died. You are going to be the reason I'll be killed. You bastard.
Arthur's voice shook with fury, his frustration boiling over like a cauldron on the brink of eruption. Lena, Raiden's mother, rushed into the room, her confusion palpable as she sought answers.
What's happening here? Why are you berating our son?
Can't you see? Raiden's actions have endangered us all.
Lena's ignorance of the gravity of the situation only fueled Arthur's ire, his patience wearing thin with each passing moment.
Can't we just throw money at the problem? It's worked before.
But Arthur's frustration reached its peak, his anger boiling over like a tempestuous storm.
Compensation?
Yes, these kinds of incidents keep happening in our family. So let's tackle it how we always do. Find someone who can settle it, close the matter. How much would it cost? Would $5 million be enough?
Arthur looked on aghast. Lena continued.
As far as those little actresses are concerned, they're all handled by the production company we fund, isn't it? Who would dare to go against the Warbrick family?
After Line expressed her opinion over the matter, Arthur was ready to burst with anger.
Money! Money! It's always the money with you, huh? Unfortunately, your money won't fix this. Our very livelihood is at stake.
With resolve in his heart, Arthur seized Raiden, his determination unyielding as he marched towards the hospital, where their fate awaited.
Let's go. We need to make amends to your wrongdoings.
Why? I'm not going anywhere.
Raiden said, clearly not ready to face the consequences of his actions.
We must seek forgiveness no matter the cost. Don't make me force you.
And so, with a heavy burden upon their shoulders, the Warbrick family set forth on a journey of redemption, their future hanging in the balance. In the bustling ambiance of the hospital waiting area, murmurs and whispers filled the air as Arthur and Raiden approached Damon, tension palpable.
Mr. Hemsworth, forgive our tardiness. We are usually not late, but I had to straighten up a few things before we met you.
Arthur's smile was strained, his demeanor a mix of anxiety and determination as he faced Damon, the arbiter of their fate. He could not let go of his association with those banks, or McAllister Club, and forgiveness from Damon was the key. Damon said, frowning and scrutinizing Arthur as he didn't recognize this man.
I'm afraid I don't recognize you.
Damon's expression remained impassive, his gaze piercing as he assessed the man before him.
Please forgive my son's transgressions. It was my failure as a father that led him astray. I am Raiden's father. Today, I have come personally to ask for your forgiveness for my son.
Arthur's words tumbled out in a desperate plea for forgiveness, his humility laid bare before Damon. He threw down Raiden and said,
Neil, ask for forgiveness from Mr. Hemsworth. Get up only when he forgives you. If he doesn't forgive you, I'll make sure that you aren't able to get up for the rest of your life.
The sudden commotion attracted a lot of onlookers, embarrassing Raiden even further.
What's happening over there? Looks like some family drama. That guy must have messed with the wrong person.
A crowd gathered, their murmurs a backdrop to the unfolding drama as Raiden faced the ultimate humiliation. He had never in his life bent his head in front of anyone.
Kneel before Mr. Hemsworth. Beg for his forgiveness, you worthless son of mine.
Arthur's voice cut through the air like a whip. His anger simmered beneath the surface as he forced Raiden to his knees. Raiden's defiance was met with a swift kick, his resistance futile against his father's wrath.
You will obey me, boy.
Arthur's rage knew no bounds as he delivered blow after blow, his son's defiance chipping away at his resolve. With a heavy heart and wounded pride, Raiden submitted, his defiance replaced by resignation as he knelt before Damon. His fate hung in the balance.
Mr. Hemsworth, please accept this token of our family's sincerity. And please don't worry about Miss Vandergeld. We shall take full responsibility until she is healed.
Arthur's voice trembled slightly as he extended a card towards Damon, a peace offering in the wake of their family's misdeeds.
This is a little token for all the mental damage caused by us. Plus, we'll take care of Ms. Vandergeld's hospital bills as well. Apart from this, please call me anytime if you need anything. Our family is at your service.
Is this meant to make amends?
Damon's gaze pierced through Raiden, his skepticism evident as he assessed the sincerity of their apology.
Raiden, apologize to Mr. Hemsworth. Show some sincerity.
Arthur's voice carried a note of authority as he urged Raiden to beg for forgiveness, the weight of their family's reputation hanging in the balance.
Mr. Hemsworth, I'm sorry.
Raiden's apology was strained, his pride wounded as he bowed his head in submission.
Not good enough.
Arthur's impatience erupted in another swift kick, his frustration boiling over as he demanded greater humility from his son.
Mr. Hemsworth, it's my fault. I should never have harbored resentment towards you.
Raiden clenched his fists and with voice filled with desperation said. Raiden's confession was laced with anguish, his heart heavy with remorse as he sought redemption in Damon's eyes. Damon gave the card back to Arthur.
Mr. Hemsworth, what does this mean? If this isn't enough, we can compensate in other ways. Whatever you say.
Arthur's confusion was evident as Damon refused their offering, his gaze unwavering as he delivered a chilling ultimatum.
If an apology is all it takes, then what value does it hold? And as for you, Raiden, who you playing the fool for?
Damon's words hung heavy in the air, a stark reminder that beneath the facade of forgiveness lied the unyielding truth.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great content. Click the notification bell so you never miss an update.